Peanuts fans, I'm Karen from CollectPeanuts.com. Today I'm here to show you the Snoopy and Woodstock phone. And it's in its original box, which is sometimes difficult to find. And what I love about this box is the graphics. That on the back of the box here it said ATC, American Telecommunications Corporation. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Alright, the phone that came with this box, it's got some condition issues, but overall, you get the idea. This one is push button. You might not be able to tell right away, but he is extremely yellowed. Let me show you. Do you see how white that is compared to how yellow his fingers are? Now they did make Mickey Mouse and Kermit the Frog versions of this phone, so you'll see those out there as well. Plus they made other versions of this Snoopy phone. Let me show you one. Here's a dial version of the phone. You can see these dials seem to come in different colors. I don't know if they were replaced later. I've seen them in gold, and this one's kind of a silver clear version. And the extra special thing about this one is you can see this metal pull back here, but if you follow it up, it's a lamp. How cool is that? It would have originally come with a lampshade, I believe. Those are usually missing. If they do have one, sometimes it's a replacement. So if you're buying one of these, always make sure that arm works, because that's the hang-up mechanism. One thing to note is this plastic base it is wood grain, and there is some faux distressing on it, so there's some spots on here, and you might think that it is dirty or damaged, but that's actually on all of them. Let's take a close look at that. So like this scratch and this X here, that is actually just part of what it's supposed to look like. Like this base seems to be a slightly different color, but you can see this scratch here again, you can see this X. And that's just part of the mold. And you always want to see it with the yellow receiver. If it has a different color, I believe it's probably replaced. Sometimes these cords get terrible, you can get replacement cords. Finally, we have the original instructions here. As it notes on here that the heads do move. Let's give that a shot. Woodstock doesn't move. Don't try and move him, you might break him. Then here are some instructions on the ringer. I believe you would just change that on the bottom here. Let's take that off. Oh, goodness gracious. What was that? Oh, there's a loudness knob, there's a loudness knob. I don't know what all this does. That's where your telephone cord goes in. This one actually says 1976 on the bottom. This touch tone phone has a lot less going on the bottom. So just for comparison, do you have one of these phones? They're not too hard to find. Nobody wants telephones anymore. Everyone's got their cell phone. So these are not as useful as they used to be, but they're still beautiful to look at, having on a shelf. They're still very popular with collectors, but just not as highly valued as they once were. When I was young, I found one of these in an antique store for $120 or something crazy. I was probably 12 or so at the time, so $120 is quite a lot of birthday money. I had no hope of getting that particular phone, and it sat in that antique store for ages. We went to a car show and we found one of these, and it was $40. Snapped them right up. Nowadays, I would probably recommend spending around $40 for your basic touch tone, and a little bit more if you can find one with a lamp. And just a note that the dial phones did come without the lamp as well. Thanks for joining us here today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and go watch more of our wonderful videos. Join us on Patreon, where you can support the channel and everything else we do. Plus, you can visit us online at CollectPeanuts.com and our social networks. Those are linked in the description down below. Happy collecting! Bye!